Greetings everyone! Today we're going back to Eastern Europe, this time to impale our enemies and repel the Turkish forces back to their place. Close the curtains and get a pint of sheep's blood, because we're going into Count Dracula's story. The campaign starts off in the heart of Wallachia. Dracula must convince the three voivodes to join him in the fight against the dynasty forces of Vladislav II. Mircea, the first voivode, is right in front of us and we must protect him from an ambush. Easy peasy, and he joins Dracula straight away. The troops move west where we know another voivode awaits us. He gives us a different objective, this time to destroy the bridge that the Dynasty uses to come and pillage his lands. We wipe the floor with them, and the catapult starts working on the tower protecting the bridge, which falls, exploding the bridge. The march changes direction and we're on the way to the last voivode. Jakub needs help liberating a settlement. The occupiers don't offer resistance and the settlement is liberated. The final task appears, to destroy Vladislav's camp in the far north of the map. More dynasty forces on the way to slow us down a bit. As we approach the camp, the army goes to town murdering everything and torching every building. Vladislav is defeated, but somehow it doesn't show we destroyed his camp. I scout forward and find heavy defenses, but no Vladislav. I notice that my monk has converted the barracks somehow and deleted to be sure. It works, and the first mission is done in 26 minutes and 16 seconds. After being exiled in Moldavia, Dracula is back and he wants vengeance against Vladislav. Starting only with a very small force, we must go to the Bran castle up north. A big dynasty army blocks the way, but we retreat to murder their general, and the army decides that's enough for them and go have tea somewhere else. The pass is clear and we move on to Bran, and the whole settlement becomes ours. The objective changes and we need to kill Vladislav. Does this mean I need to send villagers to collect all this stone? Yo, why are you building a tower right next to me? I get a bit confused about the secondary objectives and AI behavior, and upon reading the scenario hints I found out that this is a quasi-game of Risk. Really awesome. And we start being gifted paladins. As we reach Imperial Age, I wall off the cliffs to stop the forward towers, and Hungary asks for 1,000 food as tribute to join our side. This is ridiculous. If I don't pay attention, they'll wall me in keeps. Hungary is petty and will attack us until we pay the tribute. So we do, and they are our best buddies now. The hermits from Genghis Khan could learn from these guys. We capture the first camp and get rewarded a relic. Moldavia wants in the fight and sends the big guns to fight Vladislav. Another camp taken, and this time we get a castle. Playing the campaigns I realize how important murder holes are. The tower game in this scenario is stupid. Another camp taken, and this one gives us hand cannoneers. There are towers everywhere. As I move to destroy the Turkish tower, it turns to our side as they built it inside the camp. The troops gather close to Vladislav's base, and it's time to fight him. The march begins and soon after the traps get to work. A mosh pit starts and we have the upper hand with the help of our Moldavian friends. The cavalry stampedes through their base and the first castle drops. I might build a tower where their town center used to be just to send a message. The second castle drops and Vladislav dies somewhere in the sea of cavalry, finishing the mission in 1 hour, 9 minutes and 1 second. The Breath of the Dragon starts with the army surrounded by impaled corpses. Very accurate. The game tells us to march towards Georgiou, and we meet some Turkish forces on the way. Good God, what are they doing? Attack him! Some bombards join Dracula, and we move to take Georgiou. Yes, we are. Liberation on the way. We start pounding their defenses slowly as the army seems to be very confused about where to go. Only the castle remains, and the cannons start working on it from the distance. It falls, and the city of Georgiou is ours. The objective changes, and we must now wipe the map off the rest of the cities. In this scenario, we are not Magyars anymore, but Slav, so the tactic changes from cavalry to infantry spam. They won't build towers if I destroy this? Fuck yeah, I'm rushing this. And then this, because I can sense a 5v1 might be difficult. I don't want to fight in the water either, so this seems smart to wipe too. We reach Imperial Age and start amassing infantry. Rams are killed up as well, as I've scouted some enemies and they seem well fortified. A big platoon of swordsmen is ready and we start marching towards the lumber camps in Orsova. 2 towers greet us and we greet them back with swords. Their navy is no match for the mighty Slav two-handed swordsmen. Look at the audacity of these people. The lumber camps are done for and we won't have to deal with ships anymore. What a win. A 2-pronged attack starts against the base and we almost lost the docks. I rush to destroy the mining camps as I refuse to deal with more tower rushes. While checking the footage, I realized I forgot one mining camp there. Oblusitsa raids my miners, but the infantry gets there quick and deals with them. And because of that, they are chosen to be the first one to be wiped. Thank you for opening the door, Mr. Archer. After dealing with the gates, the ram starts working on the castle. And once it's destroyed, Green throws in the towel and resigns. During that time, the other cities have made a pretty big dent on Georgia. Time to level Warsaw to the ground. Mosh pit at the gates, and we move to the town center. Cannon galleons? Good thing we destroyed the lumber camp so they couldn't build ships anymore. We fight through Orsova with ease and reach their castle. And after it falls, Orsova is done for and resigns. Only 3 left. They have destroyed everything inside our walls. We march to Rahova and take out the mining camps. Reaching their city, we have no issue tearing it all down, since apparently they're still in the feudal age and only have palisades. And they are no more. We move all the troops to the side of Darstor, and the Trebs start blasting at their gates. Once they're broken, the infantry rushes and start leveling every building around. Huh, I didn't know they inspired these villagers on the people I work with in real life. More troops on the way as the only Treb remaining pounds at Darstor's castle. We must also destroy mills now, so the enemy can't train new troops. But that ship has sailed, and I ignore it. The castle falls, and the troops work on leveling everything else around. Novoselo sends 4 skirmishers to try and repel our attack. That's cute. More troops on the way, because this is taking way too long, and I don't want to do this anymore. Darstor finally falls, and we can move on to Novoselo. In a similar fashion to Rahova, they only have palisade walls, so it's quick and easy, and their town center drops. So instead, you side with them, and we kill your families. Scenario over in a long 1 hour, 51 minutes and 49 seconds. The 4th mission starts with the small battle against Ottoman forces that was designed for us to win. And after we are told to hold off the aggression from everyone for an hour and not let any harm come to the 3 castles given to us. Since we are Slavs again, I train all infantry I can afford in all of the barracks. The Wallachian need protection in order to give us resources so the defense can continue. I destroy the first town center of theirs, but leave the market standing as I can trade from my market. And then the second, just so they don't switch sides. Meanwhile, we get attacked for the first time in the least fortified castle, but it's nothing too difficult to defend. The infantry scouts one of the enemy bases, and it's packed with units and bombard towers. We raise the remaining Wallachian village, and now they won't switch sides, or need defending. Apparently the Ottomans have aimbot on their bombard towers. Nothing is really happening, and the troops are just standing around. The Sultan sends 3 units against us. I'm sure there is a joke somewhere here about the Turkish sending petards. The Hungarians send troops to help out on the standing around. Some crazy market action while we wait. Oh no, 4 units. I get restless and start hunting for enemies around the map. More nothing happening. Oh, I guess we won. Scenario over in 1 hour and 29 seconds. I think this was 29 seconds longer than the fastest this can be. In the final chapter of the Dracula campaign, we started another slap fight with the Ottoman forces. And after winning again, we are told to capture 4 Ottoman camps in the south. We take the first one easily while they throw bodies at us. And the second one in the same fashion. Also the third one, as they have no strong units to defend it. As well as the 4th one. We march back to Sabak's bridge and use a hussar to lure the enemy outside of the city. It works wonders, and we do it again. Majestic. After, we walk in and kill the remaining enemies. Dracula then tells us to move to Wallachia, and we gain a small camp upon reaching there. We meet a craftsman outside of the city that offers to build us some sick cannons if we protect and feed them. And make friends with some Italian mercenaries that are willing to fight for us if we pay them. Ah, see, you guys have been making threats for 5 missions now, and I still haven't paid with my life. No, not ours again. Hungary took possession of Sabak, and it seems they want blood. Imperial Age is queued up, and our camps in the south get attacked by the Turkish Navy. I'm getting PTSD from this. Also, I just have to click the building to get units instantly. I join the Hungarians, and we start running at Basarab's buildings. Basarab apparently met the Incas and bought the napalm technology from them. But that doesn't really frighten me. I want a castle here. I send the craftsman food, and he starts building me cannons. Thanks, Mr. Craftsman. And I want the castle here. I really like this mercenary mechanic. Hungary starts pounding at Basarab, and we are here to protect them. And their castle falls. After amassing a sizable Italian army, I send them to fight, and Basarab doesn't stand a chance. More Italians. The army moves to the last Basarab stand, and although they have a bombard cannon, it can't kill this many units. With them falling, only the Ottoman Empire stands between us and victory. And I want a castle also here. We move the bombards forward, it's time to give the Ottoman a taste of their own gunpowder medicine. Straight towards the castle, which drops fast, as well as everything else around. And the Ottoman Empire falls, in 1 hour, 20 minutes and 52 seconds. Total runtime, 5 hours, 37 minutes and 29 seconds. A few hiccups here and there that slow the time, but overall I think this is a good time. Especially considering I haven't played this before, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Pretty cool story, a lot of cool mechanics, like the game of Risk on the second mission and defending the castle in the fourth one, even though it was poorly executed and I barely had to do anything. The towers were annoying though, by god the towers were annoying. Partial time for all campaigns, 34 hours, 39 minutes and 2 seconds. Nothing new to say here, just gotta keep on going. Oh no, I think the Berbers are coming. Better get my conquistador helmet, because we're going to Spain next.